Very quickly, I want to look at redesigning some of your services and bundling them for profitability. I'm going to take probably 2 or 3 minutes and do a whirlwind rush through this. But Audit Plus is something I worked with in the UK. It doesn't have to be Audit Plus. It could be Notice to Reader Plus or something like that. But what I did was bundle the year-end financial statements with unlimited telephone calls for a fixed fee. Because I was finding, in many cases, I was making so many mistakes, it was unbelievable. But one of them was I would be billing a client, let's say $1,500, but spending $2,000 worth of time in servicing them. And I didn't have the courage to put the fee up at that time. So I wanted to find a way of doing this, and I decided to bundle unlimited phone calls. If they want to have a meeting and walk into the office and sit down and shoot the breeze, so to speak, fine. And the year-end financials and tax return, one fixed fee. But also, Mr. or Mrs. Client, I want you to pay me 1/10 of that every month for 10 months to ease my cash flow and to ease your cash flow. So you don't have to find a lump, and I'm not left hanging, waiting 6 months after I've done the work, still waiting to be paid. So that worked quite nicely. Tax consulting to HNWIs, high net worth individuals. One firm I worked with in Manchester had a very fortunate position. They had a lot of high net worth clients. People who played for that little team, Manchester United, you may have heard of them. There's a small TV show called Coronation Street. They had a number of the cast members as clients there. And we actually offered a consulting service based on working with those clients and looking at their tax situation, big picture. And what we would do is say, we will effectively charge you $5,000, but if we can't save you more than 10, it's free. So they charge $5,000 up front for a tax consulting service. On average, it took about $2,500 of fully charged out regular time to do that work. So there's making a super profit of $2,700 in each case. In the first year, they sold 52 of those engagements, $260,000. They actually returned the fee one time, and they should never have taken that client on in the first place. CFO to go is basically the idea of working with companies who are big enough where they need a VP finance or CFO, but they're not big enough to afford that on a full-time basis. So maybe once a month, turn up, look at the financial statements, and interpret them for them. And give them some ideas on managing cash flow better, managing inventory better, and so on, in order to build a better business. And C4, credit control and cash collection. Show clients how to set credit limits, how to do a credit check, how to interpret the data they get when they do a credit check, and how to, at what stage do we write the letter to them saying that we're going to send the dogs out, so to speak, or send the boys around with the baseball bats. Common